We're gonna make a really super simple baked ziti recipe today. Nothing fancy. I was doing research for this video. I was looking on YouTube and saw some fine dining editions of baked ziti, but this is not that. Very simple, as you can see the ingredients down here. We have the San Marzano peeled tomatoes, ricotta cheese, probably gonna use about 8 ounces, ziti pasta, yellow onion, some cloves of garlic, some fresh parsley, fresh basil, mozzarella cheese, and some Parmesan cheese. This package is already open. And some hot Italian sausage. Okay, first off, we want to prepare these tomatoes for the sauce. Again, these are San Marzano peeled tomatoes. What you want to do is smash them up. However, unless you want to get it all over the place and on yourself, I would recommend doing this in the sink or near the sink or somewhere. It'll make a mess. So I'm going to do this at the sink and I'll be right back. It's all done. You can see what a mess this makes. But these San Marzano tomatoes are the best for flavor as far as I'm concerned. So you always want to go with these. We're going to use about 1/2 to 3/4 of a yellow onion diced. This one's not so big, so probably more like 3/4. Okay, I like to dice my onions by cutting it horizontally like this first. Really carefully, not all the way through, because you don't want to hit the root, because that's holding it together. And then like so, and then like so. Makes it nice and pretty. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna brown the Italian sausage. You can use ground beef, but it's a little more flavorful if you use the Italian sausage. You want to add a little bit of avocado oil is what I like to use, just so it doesn't stick that much. Okay, so you want to brown this until it's about maybe 3/4 of the way done. Then we're going to add the onions and garlic and tomato sauce. The onions. Just mix that in. Got one more thing to add, and that's going to be a little bit of garlic. We'll add a little bit of avocado oil. And we'll put the garlic in. It's about 1.5, 2 cloves here. You want to wait for it to let it get aromatic. You don't want to burn it, you just want to get it so that it's nice aromas coming from it. Okay, let's mix that in. And the last step is you want to add the tomatoes. Mix that all up. Okay, we'll let that simmer down for a little bit. Looks like the sauce is thickening up perfectly, so still waiting for the water to start boiling for the pasta. And we'll be ready to build here shortly. Okay, the water's finally boiling. We're going to add the whole pound of ziti pasta and a good bit of salt. And we'll let that get to about 3/4 of the way done, because it's going to bake. So the directions say 10 to 11 minutes. We'll probably do about 7 minutes. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to add about 8 ounces of ricotta. So I'm going to mix this with a little bit of oil and salt and pepper, just to give it a little more richness. And we'll add a little olive oil and some salt and pepper. I got a mix right here. Mix this together. Also chopped up some basil, fresh basil. And I think we're ready to build. Preheating the oven to 350. First, what we want to do is get a layer of the meat sauce. Just enough to cover the bottom. get a layer of pasta, about half of the ziti pasta. Okay, next you want to add the ricotta, just in splotches, because it'll spread out as it melts. Now we're going to add some more meat sauce. Here we're going to sprinkle some of the basil. And now we're going to add some mozzarella, freshly grated, of course. Okay, now some more of the ziti, the rest of the ziti actually. And we're going to add the rest of the sauce. Just going to sprinkle the rest of the mozzarella that I have. So I think I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay, so now we're going to put this in the oven, 350 degrees, until we see it browning on top. Probably 15-20 minutes. All right, we'll be back when it's done. Well, apparently my microphone stopped working at this point, so I didn't have any audio. But here I'm just pulling it out of the oven. It's ready to go, ready to be served up. I really appreciate you watching. Hopefully you'll subscribe. I have more content coming out soon.